Welcome to Art Smart. One of the greatest headaches that I have as a filmmaker is finding music that is in the public domain. Oftentimes you go to a public domain site and you download something thinking that it was going to pass through YouTube or Facebook or whatever other source you want to put your film on, and you find out that nope, it has been claimed by someone and it is not in the public domain. Sometimes these claims are false, especially on YouTube, but there are other times when the claim actually has merit. So let me see if I can help you with this particular record that I have here of Carmina Burana and explain to you why sometimes something is in the public domain and sometimes it is not. Now, Carmina Burana is not in the public domain. It is a classical music selection, so a lot of people think that it and its most famous song, O Fortuna, is in the public domain, but it is not. It was actually composed in 1936, so not all classical music is going to fall into the public domain. Another thing that you have to also look at, though, is whether or not a particular work that you are utilizing has been put in the public domain by the recording source. For example, in this particular record, the Cleveland Orchestra recorded this particular album, and thus it is not in the public domain. It is actually licensed under the Library of Congress, and you can see here the number that applies to it. Nope, this particular work is not going to be in the public domain in any way, shape, or form. It is not a public domain song, and or Fortuna, and also this recording is not in the public domain. When you're looking at works like this, unfortunately, you have to be very, very careful to find out how old the work is and if it has fallen into the public domain. In the United States, works from 1923 and before are typically in the public domain, but there are a few exceptions. In the case of Carmina Burana, it was from 1936, and so nope, it has not yet hit the public domain. Another issue that you might find is if you look at a record like this, you may look at the cover and say, oh, that's a public domain image. If you look at this particular cover here, this is an image that you will notice from classical art. However, nope, this image is not in the public domain. Why is that? Because while the painting that it is looking at here is in the public domain, the person who made this particular work is actually a guy named Bud Graham and another guy named Ray Moore. They are the ones who put together this particular album. And so the image that they put on this album is not in the public domain. Isn't that messed up? So even though the particular work that it is based on is hundreds of years old, the album itself has an image that is not considered in the public domain because they utilized it in order to make this cover. So hopefully this helps you to better understand why certain things are considered public domain and certain things are not. And hopefully, just in general, you've become a little bit more art smart. Have a great day, everybody. Bye-bye.